The Iran nuclear deal.
All right, so back here, let me take you back.
Okay, sorry.
2015, right?
Oh, I thought you were going to go back further to the Shah.
Nah, forget about that.
You know they used to be friends? Did you know America and Iran used to be very close allies?
What,
I did not.
what went wrong? 2015. So we got these guys. America, the UK. I don't even... What is the UK, you know? Like...
A country?
Is it?
It's
is
a
It is.
it's a couple of
Isn't
countries
England a
together.
country?
This isn't
Anyway,
important.
I get confused.
This is the
USA,
last thing anyone wants to know.
UK, France, China, Germany.
Nailed it.
These are some mates of ours. And they got together and they made a deal with another country,
Iran?
Iran.
The Republic of Iran.
Why are we saying
Iran. Iran.
Iran?
And they were like, guys, we're not happy with the amount of nuclear stuff you got going on, and we want you to be okay. So they're like, if you slow down on your nukes, we'll be nicer to you. So they...
Previous to that, they had sanctions.
Yes.
Like Obama had put in really tough sanctions on them.
So, but the Iranians, they always said they're not making nuclear weapons.
Yeah,
You know,
they're
they're
doing it
just,
for peaceful purposes.
Civil purposes.
Yeah.
You know?
They're making nuclear weapons for civil
No,
purposes?
they're making nuclear material
Nuclear
for
power.
civil purposes.
Right.
Just for good times,
Sure.
So we all agreed, we're going to limit Iran's sensitive nuclear activities,
Fair enough.
and we're going to get the international inspectors. They're going to come in and make sure everything's kosher, everything's halal, and
Really?
I was going to say, it's probably not kosher.
No.
so and in return, those 5 countries will lift the heavy economic sanctions that are on Iran.
Yeah.
And then we'll be good, we'll just keep flowing on. But Trump this week, he said, no, this is a horrible one-sided deal that should never ever have been made.
Yeah.
So part of this deal was limits on centrifuges they can use.
Mhm.
Centrifuges spin stuff around,
Yeah.
enriches the uranium, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Centrifuge.
You are smart,
It's like the
Chris.
thing at Luna Park.
No,
Yeah.
that's like the blood thing that spins around.
Also the thing at Luna Park.
So they had to export all their uranium except for 300 kilograms.
Export to where?
All their enriched
uranium.
to Russia, I think.
Ooh.
What?
I think they sent it to Russia. No, because Russia has...
But
Russia
are we
has
thinking it's a better idea in Russia?
Russia has 5,000 nukes already.
Russia's-
They can make out
it's too late.
whatever nuclear material they want. But they have
do we want them to
they
have
have
more?
reactors that can use it.
Okay.
And then they also had to allow the International Atomic Energy Agency to monitor all their stations and...
Well, they had to bring all their stuff to one spot, and then I think
Yeah.
that spot they were inspectors. There were 150 inspectors who could check what was going on.
inspect.
Yes.
So this week Trump said, no, that's a bad deal. We are out.
To be clear, they had 19,000 centrifuges. And they were limited. Then they were only using 10,000 at the time, but then they were limited to only using 6,000, and it was
The crappy ones.
the old ones, the first ones that they made that aren't very efficient. So they are still using centrifuges. They can still make nuclear material.
Just
Okay.
not much.
Yeah, not much. It's for research purposes. They have a reactor that everyone was going to help them make, and they had to modify that reactor so that it wouldn't produce plutonium as a byproduct, which
Yep.
can be straight away kind of put into a bomb.
Yep.
So
Hmm.
it didn't. They didn't have to get rid of the centrifuges. They had to stop using them. They had
So-
to put them in storage.
Yeah, so one of the goals was
Oh.
to really slow them down. So instead of reaching weaponization in 8 months, it would be 5 years.
Well, when they made
potentially.
it, the estimate was when they made the deal. The estimate was that they were 2 to 3 months from having
Right.
enough to make enough nuclear material to make a bomb.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
One nuclear bomb. So
Yeah,
the purpose of the deal was to push them out to a year. So if they would turn everything back on, they'd be a year away. So that's why they took away a lot of their material.
Right.
And also, that was the time frame on that was I think 15 years. So after 15 years, they could start.
2026.
They could start. Oh, 10 years. Okay.
Yeah.
So that after the 10 years, they could go back to doing what they were doing.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. Maybe Trump's right. It was a horrible deal.
Yeah. It actually wasn't a perfect deal. This is one of those weird times where I'm like, I don't know what the right thing to do here is. I do know if you get rid of the deal.
In 10 years, we'll just deal with it then?
Probably.
Maybe.
I think they were
Just to get
thinking
it across the line?
to stop them from getting a nuke in 2 to 3 months,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
would lead to war. We'll do whatever we can
Yeah.
right now.
And it's like
Yep.
years and years.
10 years is better than 2 months.
diplomacy
Exactly,
and
yeah.
back and forth.
Yeah,
Trying to
and
figure
also I
something
guess the idea might be that if the economic situation... So this is the weird thing. Most of the population of Iran loves America. They don't like
Oh.
the American government, but
Okay.
they actually like America. Iranians as a whole aren't anti-West. But the government there is, obviously.
right.
And it's very common for like the Iranian leaders to say Israel should be wiped off the map.
Yeah.
Death to America. They were
Yep.
chanting death to
That's
America
what they were
after
doing yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday in their
Really?
parliament. They were chanting death to America. They were burning American flags and the deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they have like
Wait,
printouts
but
of
the
the
government,
deal in
It's
Parliament.
it's the
What?
hardline factions in the government. So their version of one nation.
Yep. Okay.
So the person in charge is a more moderate person,
Yep.
who was democratically elected.
Rouhani.
He was the one who made the deal. He's lost a lot of power because of this, because basically he was the one who pushed the deal to happen.
Yep.
And they're now the people who are hardliners who thought that the deal should never happen because they wanted to get a nuke are like, you should never have made the deal.
Right.
But so President Hassan Rouhani, he's said we're still going to try and negotiate. We're
Yeah.
trying to fix this up with Europe and China and Russia.
Yeah.
But he did say, hey, if we can't, we'll just start up again. No sanctions.
He told their nuclear department, I don't know what it's called, to get ready, to be prepared to start going full steam ahead.
Yeah.
And he told the Europeans that we'll stick to it for now, but if you can't guarantee the same benefits of the lifted sanctions, then we're gonna start doing what we were doing before.
So obviously Israel's
Wow.
very happy,
Yeah, Israel wanted this.
and Saudi Arabia is also very happy.
Yes.
They're rivals. with
Main
Iran.
rival. Saudi Arabia has promised that if Iran gets a nuclear weapon, that they will
They're on board
obtain a
as well.
nuclear weapon.
They will obtain one.
They will, get one as well.
They'll make it happen.
They'll make it happen.
Right.
So Trump's not just like wiped it off the table. He said he wants a new deal with deeper restrictions.
Okay.
Yes, because they also want to add the ballistic missile tests that Iran does, and in addition to like the activities that they have. So currently, they're in Syria
Yep.
supporting the Syrian government in alliance with Hezbollah, who they supply weapons to, who have attacked Israel in the past. So obviously, Israel's like, and then by extension, Trump and the Republican Party in America is very like, why is there a deal if you're allowed to keep doing these things
Yeah.
that are objectively bad?
Mm.
Which, like, they've got a point. But
Yeah.
then everyone else is, like, saying, well, this was the only thing stopping them from getting a nuke. So the alternative is if they start doing this again and get a nuke, do we have to, like, invade them?
Well, Trump said there will be very severe consequences if they resumed their nuclear enrichment.
It makes me think there'd be a strike of some kind.
Mm.
I think Israel
Maybe.
has done that before. So I think Iraq had a nuclear reactor that they bombed.
Hmm.
They
Oh, really?
did like
Yeah.
a mission with fighter jets or
Yeah.
whatever, did a bombing run on it and destroyed it.
Mm.
So I'm imagining a similar situation. So
Okay.
just then the tensions have risen.
Yeah.
Like breaking news today was that Iran fired like 20 missiles at the Golan Heights from
Ah,
Syria.
Yeah.
And then Israel responded by destroying a whole bunch of Iranian weapons depots and facilities in Syria.
Right.
Yeah. So it's escalating
Yeah.
between them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why is it escalating now? Oh, because the deal.
I think it was already escalating. So
Okay.
Israel had attacked something in Syria.
Yep.
Because there's been Iranian presence on the border of Syria. And when you've got a country saying, we're going to wipe you off the map, and then
Gotcha.
they're right next to you, it's
Yes.
obviously,
You need to take
There's gonna be
precautions.
things.
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah. It's a weird one. I don't know if he's right or wrong. It's really hard to tell because it's like, well, you don't know what's going to happen,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It seems wrong. But if he does manage to get a new deal out of it,
Yeah.
that's better. It'd be interesting. I don't see Iran making the concessions that he wants, though.
Probably not.
I feel like they'd just go full steam ahead for a nuke.
Yeah.
And then is it, well, they have WMDs, so we're going to go get them?
Yeah, but I don't think the Americans have the money anymore to go into a... That would be way worse than the Iraq War.
Yeah.
It'd be way harder to win.
Mm.
They didn't win the Iraq
Win.
War.
No.
So this would be even worse, right? I don't know. I don't know what they would do. Maybe like bombs and stuff. Maybe drop cruise missile attacks on facilities or something like that. I don't know. It sounds bad. Sounds like a bad thing to happen.
It is interesting because Trump is, I don't know, he's the negotiator. So he said,
Yeah. Maybe
look,
it's his negotiation style.
what you're giving us is not good enough. Give us more. And if you don't agree, there will be severe consequences.
There's one thing that's pretty abundantly clear, and it's like clear from the way China actually seems to show him deference, which they didn't show for Barack Obama, is that people don't want to call his bluffs. They actually think that he will do the things that he says that he'll do, which is a very powerful tool if you're negotiating, right? If you can't threaten someone if no one thinks that you're going to do the thing that you're saying you're going to do.
Yeah. And I think most people would just be like, I reckon he'd probably do it.
He doesn't care.
No, he
He
doesn't.
doesn't care
That's
about
the
the people there. Like Barack Obama would be like, well, all these civilians are going to die, so we won't do it. Actually, to be fair, Barack Obama bombed Libya and now that's a hellhole, so.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Is that everything on?
That is
That's
the
the
entire...
executive. That is the executive summary of the Iran nuclear deal.
Nice.
Yeah, wow.
Pretty intense times. It's
Yeah.
weird because it's like in North Korea, there's like peace going towards peace, and then on the other side, it's like the exact opposite is happening.
It's crazy. Crazy times in the world at the moment, guys.
Yes, yes.
Lots of heavy things. Topics were very diverse today. Very real, but very crazy. Just like that video that we're showing of someone burning an American flag.
This is the parliament.
But it looks like a printout of an American flag.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Well, they don't have them on hand.
It is. Well, at least it's colour, right?
Now,
Now,
it probably isn't like a flag maker in Iran
Right.
making American flags.
yeah. Well, I guess that's a positive thing. But anyway, this has been Trend Settings episode 87.
Well summarized.
Thanks for watching. We've been live, even though we got stopped for a little bit.
Yeah.
I've launched a dispute with Facebook to stop us getting taken down for no bloody reason.
Zuckerberg will be on the next
'Cause
episode.
At least when YouTube does it, like, it's true. Like, I did use that video in the video. Like, but Facebook, like, I didn't even put anything in it.
Yeah.
It's ballistic.
Yeah. And there was a pillow. I mean, that was after.
That was
after.
That was to stop
And
that.
it caused a lot of confusion.
Yeah. All the comments are, what's the pillow there for?
I wonder if the IRC's trademarked our logo.
Anyway, that's been Trend Settings episode
Those
87.
jokes.
We are Group Settings. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and podcast services. We go live on Facebook every Thursday night. We have a group on Facebook called Trend
It
Settings Topic
really
Talk,
doesn't seem
where
safe.
you can give us what we're going to talk about, which sounds like I'm
Yes.
giving the work to you, but I don't mean it like that. I mean, you can add voices to the conversation.
Yeah.
Like Sammy Sosa was the one who posted that thing about the meme thing, which we ended up talking about. Anything could happen.
It's a fun group.
Yes. We love you. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. My name is Ali.
I'm Jono.
My name is Chris.
Evelyn.
Bye.
See you later. That was Chris if you didn't hear that. Goodbye.